Michael, here is your watch. So we're going to have a range of news here for you. Generally, first off, the movement seems to be in decent condition. It's putting out steady numbers. The balance looks like it's good. Generally, it's bright. I see a little bit of moisture intrusion damage here around the winding weight, and I'm probably going to find more inside as well, but generally things look okay. It looks dry. But the numbers, they're not bad. I mean, this is a little lower than I expect. The only thing that makes me nervous is when I see a watch that's had moisture inside that's been rough and it's running numbers like this. Typically what I'm going to find is that a lot of the screws are loose. Not all the time, but I will. But just see how it's sort of, we're getting varying up and downs. It's fighting through some stuff to run. It definitely needs service, but I think overall we're going to find a good result when the movement gets serviced. So that's sort of the good news. I mean, another bit of good news, which I'm sure you know about, is that this watch is from March 1971. It's a 6139 6005. It is a Pogue, a true Pogue, not a pretend Pogue or wannabe Pogue or anything else like that. It is the real deal. So that makes it more important and makes it more valuable. Now, let's talk about the other stuff, the more challenging elements. The watch has had water in it repeatedly, over and over and over again. All the lume is blackened. These hands are replacements. This sweep hand is completely wrong, and not only that, it's broken. It resets wherever it wants to. The hand just resets wherever it feels like it. So this sweep hand is going to have to be replaced. The good news is that your chronograph wheel is good. That's a really good piece of news. And also, the dial, while it has a little bit of peppering on it, is generally not bad. The watch is going to need to be fully serviced. It should be relumed. I don't know, this lume, when it's like this, it's just gross, and it's degrading, and it's a danger to the watch. It's going to need a sweep hand. Now these sweep hands new, they're not available. So I'm going to have to basically try to refit an original hand to this one. I have them, but they are, just the problem is that Seiko doesn't do long-term support in terms of parts. And so we use what we can in order to make these things good. I'd say generally the watch is worth it. It's going to need some love. It's going to need reluming. It's going to need a full movement service. It's going to need a sweep hand. It's going to need all of its seals. But it is a true Pogue. It's a true Pogue. And that's a big deal. It's worth real money as a result. And so we have to, you have a good opportunity here to turn this into something quite nice. But it's going to take work. You know my turnarounds. That's the big deal. But if you have any questions, let me know if you want to go ahead. Okay, thank you, Michael.